Welcome to the Hey Sister podcast, where sisters share real opinions and have honest conversations about life, growth, and everything in between. Hey sisters, how y'all doing?
Hey,
Hey, sisters.
We are so excited for this recording because this is the first ever episode of the Hey Sisters podcast, and we are so excited to be bringing it to you. We figured for this first episode, it would be important for you to know who your hosts are.
Yeah, so I want everyone to get to know us a little bit better. So let's just start with some basic questions. You know, who we are, where we live, and what we do, and then maybe like one thing you're passionate about. Pass it to you, Brooklyn, to start.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn. I am living in Harlem right now. I'm actually currently a student, so getting my MBA at the moment. And something I'm passionate about, and I would say fitness, so the health and wellness scene.
I love that. How about you, Bria?
I didn't think about what I was passionate about.
My name is. I
About
didn't
the
expect you to
pageant.
pass it to me, I will say. I wasn't
You just look
expecting that.
so ready for it.
Hi everyone, I'm Bria. I'm currently living in LA. I'm working out here. Lived in New York and Texas for a while too. But something I'm passionate about or just really love, I love pop culture. If you ask me a question about pop culture, I probably have the answer. Deep lore about it, all the historical stories. I'm your girl.
How about you, Faith?
Hey y'all, I'm Faith. Let's see, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I lived in Atlanta for like the past 8 years. What do? I'm kind of like in between what I'm doing. I'm like in a very pivotal era of my life, so I don't really know what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing the podcast to figure it out. But I've worked in like production and like film and TV and music for the past couple of years, worked for a music label. So overall, just passionate about like being in a creative space, working with entertainers, and just being able to create great content for people to see.
I love that so much. I also am a huge content girly myself. But before I get into what I'm passionate about, my name is Amaya. I'm currently living in Brooklyn, but originally from Chicago suburbs. Shout out to all my Midwest baddies.
Literally all of us.
I love that for us. I love that. And then none of us are there right now.
No, actually, no.
And for work, for my day job, I work in tech in the healthcare industry. But what I love to do outside of that is all things fashion and beauty. I have a blog, Beauty the Fashionista, slight plug. And I also love talking. So when Bria hit me up to do this podcast, I was so excited. So we also want to talk about, where this podcast came from and, why we're going to be talking to you guys.
Yeah, so I reached out to everyone individually. Like, I have this idea for a podcast, and it was something that I actually sat on for months because I was like, oh my gosh, like, no one's going to want to do it. And then it's just going to be
Wait,
like,
what was your initial like, oh, I want to do a podcast? So I don't even know that story.
Okay, so I guess a little bit more background on me. I've been working with podcasts since like 2022. I've been working like as a PA. I've been on like the live event side, pulling like show notes for podcasts and things like that. So I feel like I've been in the podcast space for about 3 years now, but I've been listening to podcasts for a very long time. Like since I was in college is when I kind of started it. And it's one of those things where I've always kind of wanted to have a podcast. I actually started a podcast back in 2021 with my friend Aunt. Hey Aunt, I know you're listening. But we had a podcast called The Bingeverse. It was all about TV and movie reviews. And then things just got a little busy. We weren't able to continue it. And I'd always just kind of had this itch to like start another podcast again due to some like personal stuff that's going on with my work life. I was not interested in doing TV and movie reviews again. I feel like TV and movies are almost like a chore now, and it's not something that I like enjoy as much as like I used to per se. But I am really deep into the pop culture space. I have a TikTok page that literally breaks down pop culture stories like every single day. And I figured there was just a way for us to pull lessons from the things that were happening in pop culture. I came up with this idea to talk about pop culture events, but like what we could actually learn from them or like the key themes about them. And then I sat on it and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be really fun to do with like all of my people. And I sat on this idea for like maybe a couple of months. And then I just started reaching out like, okay, I think I actually floated it to Faith first because I was like, I feel like Faith would be on board. Now, Amaya, I didn't know if she would be on board or if she would be like, girl, this is a little too personal. And I didn't know Brooklyn would be on board because Brooklyn's very behind the scenes. She's really good at like getting stuff together and organized. I didn't know how she would react to being on camera or like wanting to actually be recorded. So I uploaded it to Faith first, and Faith was like, "I love it." But essentially, it came up with this idea to do the Hey Sister podcast because everyone that you're listening to is my sister in some regard. So Brooklyn is my blood sister. And you might be able to tell if you're watching the video. We kind of look alike, I guess.
Y'all
But
do.
No, we don't.
but she is my blood sister. She's 4 years younger than me. So my little sister all my life. And then Faith is my sister through life and experience because we were roommates our freshman year and we're roommates all 4 years of college, which I tell people that all the time and they're
My
like,
forever
what?
roomie.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time and they're like, oh, you must like really like her. And I'm like, yeah, because they're like, usually people have like their freshman roommate and then they're like, I never want to see that girl again. But like
Yeah.
we vibed for literally
Literally
all
don't
four
want to live with
years.
anyone else.
Yeah.
So
And when we did, it was a disaster. Well, that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, we were friends all 4 years, friends beyond college. And so she's really my sister in that regard. And then Amaya entered the fold, was this 4 years
4 years
ago?
ago.
4 years ago, because Amaya is my younger brother's girlfriend. And she's really just become a part of the family, like going on family trips with us. Like, we love Amaya over here. Like, no question about it. We love her. So she is my sister in that regard. And I thought it was really cool because, not everyone has like familial sisters, but I feel like you really can build your community and like build your family in a different way outside of
Mhm.
blood. And I really feel like I've done that with this group here.
So yeah, Bria reached out to me saying she wanted to do a podcast and like kind of similar to her in the past couple years, I've like worked behind the scenes with a lot of different podcasts in Atlanta, just like doing production, helping with the notes, topics, and posts and all that good stuff. So I never really thought myself to like be on camera at all. I'm like such a BTS gal, put me in the back, let me direct, let me produce. But when she said it, I was like, I feel like I'm kind of like in a limbo area where I'm like, just down to try whatever because the plan's gonna change. So why not add to it? So, and also I'm an only child, allegedly. So, talk about that another day. But I grew up as an only child and I don't have any like real blood sisters or brothers, clearly. But I feel like kind of what Bria's point earlier, like the older I get, I'm like really building what my own like kind of family who my go-to people look like. So of course I always like refer to Bria as my sister. She's also my line sister. So it's like double
Oh, yeah.
sis. Yeah, I just feel like it was just be like a fun like outlet just for all of us to talk. Of course, Bria being like the main connection, but like I've hung out with Brooklyn and she's so fun. I like admire her so much. And I'm just like kind of now meeting Amaya within the last couple months, but I think she's also dope as heck. Love your content. You've been getting back in like your content creator bag. And I'm like,
You
ooh,
know
hold
it.
on. I love it. So I just feel like all of us just have like a lot of similarities, but also very different and like where we're at in life, what we're doing and pursuing. So I just feel like we can all kind of combine all of that into this wonderful podcast. But what about you, Brooklyn? Why did you want to join?
Yeah, for me, like Bria said, I live a very private life. I'm a behind the scenes girl also. And so I wasn't hesitant about it, but I was like, might as well try something different. But for me, like I love community, like I love family. And so like when she introduced it as a space where I got to kiki with my sisters and just talk to them about my days and
Mhm.
opinions and all of that, I was super excited. But also for me, I'm the baby of the bunch and they all like pour into me and like give great advice and like they have so many cool perspectives on life and different aspects. And so I wanted to just be a part of that for so many different reasons. But yeah, they're the best.
I think for me, well, the first thing for me is I actually put being on a podcast on my vision board this year.
I remember you
For
said
this
Period.
year?
that. I remember you said
Oh!
that.
I did. I said
Whenever
somebody needs
shout,
to
she was
ask
like,
me to be on
yeah.
a podcast. I immediately was like, yeah, no thoughts about it, no doubts about it. Like they said, I do like posting social media content, so like I like being on camera. I'm still like I feel like I'm more like shy, but I feel like this was like a really good opportunity for me to be out of my comfort zone and get better at like public speaking and also
Mm.
connect with my girls. I'm like a girl's girl through and through. I have like two male friends and one of them is my boyfriend. So like I love talking with my girls. So an opportunity where we like had to schedule it in, I'm like so down. So this was like so excited. I'm so excited to be talking to you girls and all the listeners.
So that's exactly what the podcast is about. It's kind of like what we're bringing you all into, and I hope you guys really like it.
So now what to kind of expect here. Every week we will just be chatting whatever's on our mind. That's pulling from popular topics and sharing our takes. Some weeks we'll dive into current events. Sometimes we'll look back at moments that still have us talking. And so we'll be answering your questions. We'll be answering each other's questions, just having a community where there'll be plenty of laughs and lots of discussion. You can stream Hey Sister Podcast anywhere you get your podcast. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the Hey Sister Pod.
Okay, so as we mentioned, this is the intro episode. So we're really just going to get into a couple of like fun questions so you guys can get to know us better. Let's see, I'm gonna pass it to Bria first. The first question will be, what is one word that describes you?
Mm.
And one word is kind of hard. So maybe like one word or like a phrase, but you know.
Sorry, I didn't think about this
So,
before.
it's okay.
I feel like, okay, and this is maybe, you guys might think this is a cop out. I feel like a phrase that maybe describes me is that I am chronically online. And I was like telling my friend this the other day because she was like, she had said some like deep cut meme, and I was the only one that got it. And she was like, my chronically online girly, I knew you would get it. And I'm like, I feel like I've just been digital. I'm talking like since high school. I think a lot of people don't know this about me, but I don't know if you know this about me, but when I was in high school, I was actually like, I was a Twitter girl for a while. And then dad actually found my Twitter and was like, you need to delete that. He was like, you need to delete that. And so then I had to start over and I was like, forget it, whatever. But like, I feel like I've been online between like Vine and Twitter, like TikTok, like Instagram. I feel like there's something about like the tech space, about like the media space, just digital in general that like I absolutely love. So if you ever drop like a deep cut meme, I'm your girl. I've seen it.
It's funny. What about you, Brooklyn?
Where to describe me? Everyone always does like, okay, can you have to do like a adjective that starts with the letter of your name to describe you. Everyone always gives me bubbly Brooklyn. If you meet me in person, I'm always smiling, laughing. I think everything's funny. I don't take life seriously at all. I am so type B. Like, Bria hates it. My phone's always dead. I'm just here for the vibes. You know, I'm here for a good time.
We went to
I think-
Portugal. We went to Portugal for my friend's wedding last year in October. When I tell you this girl had like not a single idea of a plan. She just woke up. She just woke up, didn't use a map app, didn't use anything. It was just like, I'll follow wherever you go. And I was like, what do you want to do here? And she was like, don't care. And I'm like, girl, what is the plan?
It's like, I'm
just
with
here
you.
for a good
That's the
time.
plan.
Yes. Just go with the vibes. And that is what describes me as a person. I'm just here to have fun, be happy. Yeah.
That's funny. I was gonna say that's good. I feel like you always need people like you around. Because sometimes, even with me, I feel like I can take life too serious. And it's like, girl, let's just not plan today. Just go out.
Yes.
Even though I'm probably
Yes.
gonna make a plan of how I'm not gonna plan, but still. And what about you, Amaya? What's a word or a phrase that describes you?
Sorry, I was too busy listening to y'all. I couldn't figure out. What did you say? I would say one good word to describe me is curious. I used to get in trouble when I was a kid for asking too many questions. So then I almost went through a period where I like wouldn't ask any questions like in class. And then that got me in trouble because my grades weren't right. So then I was like, okay, well now I'm gonna start asking questions again. I just find people so fascinating. I love to learn like about where people came from. So I'm like, okay, that's why you act like that because of X, Y, and Z. And I'm definitely one of the people to also like, what do you call that? Diagnose people in the friend group with different things. That's me. So if you got an issue, and I low key be right. My friend yesterday, she told me when she went to the doctor and her doctor said that she should go to the eye doctor. And I already told her that weeks ago. So I might be looking to go back to school to be a doctor again. But yeah, I'm definitely very curious person.
Like in life, you really have to stay curious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a word. Mine's kind of goofy, but like I feel like it kind of describes me. I also had to like look up the meaning, and I don't know. Okay, so my word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I just feel like that is such a fun word. I just feel like I'm a fun person. Basically, the word's kind of goofy. Like when I looked up the definition, it kind of explained like something being excellent or like fantastic. But also, it's just like a super long, funny word to say. And I feel like that just like sums me up. I'm a mouthful, I'm a handful, but I'm fun. So it's worth it.
was
And
looking
I
at
think that's
that.
that's my word.
It's a good one.
So now let's just move into like some more little fun facts. So who's an artist or songs you had on repeat lately? And then who's an artist that you haven't seen live but you're dying to see?
Actually, I would love to start actually this time because I recently have entered what I'm going to call a brat girl fall because when the initial brat girl summer was happening, Charlie XCX, for
Please.
those who don't know, I was
Mhm.
not with it. I did not see the vision. I was like, the song's not that good. Well, I didn't even like fully honestly give it a chance, I guess. It never like spoke to me. And then the other week, like a week ago, I was on TikTok until way too late and I spent 2 to 3 hours solely looking at TikTok videos of Charlie XCX. And because I was at first I was like, I still don't get it. But about
Mhm.
hour 1 in, I said, I think I get it now. So since then,
Nah, she took your whole hour
she did.
to convince.
She grew on me. I was like, there's a lot of lore with her and Lord. I was like, I'm really into this. So that has been on repeat lately. I don't know if I would pay much like money to see her, so I wouldn't put her as my artist to see. Okay, for me, it would be Kanye in 2016. Pre all this Kanye. I would have loved to be there for that. That In Words in Paris era, that would have been great. I was
Yes.
just too young,
Yes.
unfortunately.
I haven't actually been listening to music too much recently because I have a long flight coming up and I'm planning to catch up on all my music and all my series and movies and stuff on that flight. But an artist that I've been listening to recently, he had an album come out, I think it was like a month ago, but it's been on repeat, so it's new to me. But his name's Kamari. I
Oh
love,
yeah.
love,
I
love
love
this new
Kamari.
album. It's so good. I've been literally just repeating it over and over again. It's like the only thing I listen to. But I'll do this thing with music where I will just hyperfixate on one album, and I actually don't need to listen
Same.
to anything else. So
Same.
I actually am taking all of your recommendations because I need to
Mm.
start forcing myself to listen to other things, but I do that with TV too. Like, ask me how many times I've rewatched Modern Family or, like, The Office, and it's kinda sick.
Mhm.
I can't just do it, like, once a year. But, someone that I have to see live, and I know he gets, like, mixed reviews, and I know he came out of hiding recently, and it didn't go so well, but I do feel like I need to see Frank Ocean live for
Oh, okay.
myself with my own eyes.
I was scared there
Oh,
for a second, but I think that's a good
What did you think I was gonna
stealing,
say?
stealing that. Oh my gosh, will we ever get to see him after
I know.
Coachella? It's just like, why did that happen?
I was so sad I couldn't go to
Frank,
Coachella that
come
year.
back. It's fine. Like, just come back, please.
Michael was there and was like, "Yeah, this was a mess."
he
Michael
was
went?
so mad, yeah. He was so mad.
I watched it live. I remember, like, my friend had sent it to me. I was in my bed watching it live for, like he only performed, like, 1 or 2
Mhm.
songs-ish, right? But that wasn't all. I was like, "This is great." Boom, boom,
Yeah.
even with all the problems.
Just stuck on Michael being have gone to Coachella, and I haven't gone to Coachella. He
Yeah,
might
like,
wanna
why
take
I'm
it.
jealous.
He wants to go every year. If you wanna go, he'll go with you. He's been
He would.
begging ever since. He talks about it at least once a week. It was a very formative experience,
What?
apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
okay. That's good because 'cause I've always been kind of, like, hesitant to go if I'm not there, like, on the artist side just because
Mhm.
I just wanna be backstage, and it just seems like you're walking for hours, and I need a golf cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's so funny, I actually don't really I go through phases where I don't really listen to music like that, and that's currently my phase right now because I can't multitask. So, like, the only way I can listen to music when do something else if it's, like, classical music, like, classical
Mhm.
jazz is all I can do, and because I've been in school busy, I haven't been able to listen to music, but I feel like I'm always listening to, like, Gunna, love Gunna. I have seen him live, though, so I would say the person I want to see live, Kehlani. I'm obsessed with Kehlani. I've
Oh,
seen all my
yeah.
favorite artists in concert outside of her, so she's the last one I need to be, like,
Mhm.
content, and then I don't need to see anyone else, honestly, after her,
Okay.
so I'm good.
That's fire. I'll do a couple because artists I've been listening to lately on repeat, and kinda like what Bria said, I will play the same album, I will play the same song. Like, if I'm doing something, I'll be like, "Dang, this song is played 10 times," and I can play it 10 more times, like, that's fine. Super obsessed with Elmean, he's like a London R&B artist. All his albums are so great, he dropped a new album, like, last month. He's just like chef's kiss, bringing real soul and music back. And then Olivia Dean, I feel like she's kind of like next up. I think she's also a London girl, but
I
I know
love
like
her.
her songs like would kind of went viral on TikTok and I started listening to it and I'm like, oh, it's just like an album about love. And I'm like, I love
Mhm.
love. So I'm like,
It's cute.
okay. And then okay, I have one more. And this might be like controversial, but I feel like he got canceled for like internal issues.
I know exactly what you're talking about. He got canceled because he dared us to cancel him.
Daniel Caesar,
Yes. I knew you were
he
gonna say
put
that.
in this album, it is something, it is cracking this album. I have been, that's believe what I've been listening to, but I'd be afraid to admit it to people. But I'm also just like, because then he just say like, what, he just said something
I
weird about like
I
being
think it
black.
was something about, like, he was hanging out with some white girl, and everyone was like, "That white girl is racist," and then he was
Mhm.
like, "Y'all not gonna cancel me, though," and everybody was like, "Ooh."
Oh, okay.
Well, we did.
Bet.
Well, now I think everyone's gonna be back on the bandwagon because this
Yeah.
album is really good.
We
Now,
just had a
someone
debate about Daniel Caesar, if he's fine or not. That was actually the debate yesterday. Let
I
me look him up.
remember him not being fine. Let me
I
pull
said
up
the
a
same
picture.
thing. Other people have differing views, and that's all.
I remember
You said he is or he ain't?
I said no.
oh, I had to
Okay.
look at him again,
You have to
sorry.
look him up.
I'm sorry,
No,
no.
But someone
unfortunately.
He's
said
not fine.
someone said after they listened to the album, it changed their answer to yes.
No.
It shouldn't.
He's always no, amazing voice. But
Amazing voice, beautiful gowns.
maybe he need to get rid of them
Voice is
braids.
amazing.
Yeah,
He's so serious.
he just did a free concert, so he trying to give back.
No, he did a free concert in Atlanta. Then I saw footage because I was like, oh, my friend said to me, I was like, oh, I literally was just down like where it was. I should have like just stayed down there and went. But I'm happy I didn't go because it was at Piedmont Park and all I see are videos of like the cops driving on the grass to get people to disperse and go home after the show. Like
Dang.
it's Daniel Caesar. It's not like it's a rowdy group. And it's
Yeah.
also
Right,
like,
yeah,
can
yeah.
we not be at the park? Like, what are we doing? Dang, I actually don't know who I want to see, only because I have seen a lot of people.
Mhm.
Okay, I feel like this one's hard. Well, at least for me. So whoever feels like they have their answer, y'all could go first. If you could eat food from one continent only for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I'm happy to start if you would like.
Okay, you go,
My
Brooklyn.
answer very easily is Asia. For
Okay.
me, that's a simple answer.
Yeah.
I don't want to be controversial. African food is amazing. Yes, I'm black. Da, da,
Mhm.
da, da. Yes. However, my favorite foods are from Asia. I love Japanese food, Chinese food,
Mhm.
Indian food, top favorite categories. Simple answer for me.
My answer was also Asia, and I brought this up to a different friend group, and everyone was, like, appalled that I said that. I was like, I feel like
Why?
Asia has not all of the good food, but there's so much good food, like,
So
Mhm.
Japanese
much.
food, Chinese food, sushi, like, Indian food, like, what are we talking
Even
about?
when we
They
had
said
the Indonesian food was so good too.
I couldn't eat that because it had too many nuts in it, but I
Yeah,
believe you. Everyone talked
it
about
was
it.
great. If anyone else was wondering, it was amazing.
And they could fry some chicken. And I will
That
say
too, yeah.
they could really fry it, and it
They
might have
can
Yeah.
beat
do
us. I
well.
don't know, but
Fact.
it'd be good.
I would pick North America only
Please.
I
Sorry.
knew she was
I knew you were
were gonna say
on the
that.
same page. When you said Asia, I said,
No, we weren't.
whoa.
We were on the same
Wait,
page.
Amaya, what
Where
do
did
you
that come
want to
from?
eat here for the rest of your life? Pizza?
We got everything y'all just mentioned, plus every other like
Oh,
nationality.
it's
No.
only North America native cuisine. So like pizza and pasta don't count.
I
Oh, I
thought
guess
all of that
not.
counted when you had asked. I was like, I don't know why you would go
Well, I
anywhere
mean,
else.
we don't have anything. What's original other than
Porridge?
Southern food?
I don't even think that's native to America. Quaker
burger?
And
oats,
now,
Cajun food. New
Cajun
Orleans.
food. I
That
love.
counts.
Dang,
You're
y'all.
standing beside your
I'm gonna stay here. I don't know where else to go.
I
I don't want to go to Europe. I feel like
Yeah, Europe's
That's not a
nice.
good answer. Yeah.
yeah. Wait, but y'all, is it Mexico and North America?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, then
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Okay,
I
then
think
yes. Okay, we're good. I'm staying here.
It's a hard question because I feel like I was talking to someone the other day, like, oh, if you could eat like one food every day, and I'm like, I don't know. I like to switch it up. And really, the first thing that comes to my mind would be Asia as well, because
Mhm.
I love all their foods. But recently, I've been like, I guess maybe I want to say South American,
Okay.
like an
Mhm.
empanada and some rice and
Mm.
Mhm.
like Really, it's empanada. Oh,
Mhm.
it used to be so
Some
good. But I
beans.
love
Oh,
like
nice.
I feel like they just have lots of good like good meats and good vegetables, but like it's healthy, but it's not healthy, but it's like good. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good answer
That's a
too.
good answer.
Now I'm hungry.
I know.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do 3 finish the sentences. First one would be this podcast feels like blank. So for me, I would say this podcast feels like home.
To me, this podcast feels like community.
FaceTime and your sisters.
I was gonna say a
Mm.
group FaceTime. I wanted to just feel like a little kiki with your girls.
Hello, Kiki. Love that. You should listen to this podcast if you love to listen to 4 girls who are figuring out their life. So you can figure out your life with us.
You should listen to the podcast if you love to laugh.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brooklyn. If you love to kiki, this is the place to listen to it.
I would say if you are a girl's girl and you love being a girl, you love sisterhood, you love kikiing with your girls, like this is supposed to be a fun little space. So keep the bad vibes over there. Thank you.
Yeah. Please.
Well, haters in the comments. And we
Mm-mm.
will comment back.
Keep it cute.
So what y'all got to say? Last fill in the blank. So one word to describe our group's energy. I would say loving, comforting. Feels like a hug.
It feels like a hug is good.
I would use unserious.
Contagious.
It's a
I was
good
gonna
one.
say chaotic. As you can see, we go off on tangents. We talk about a lot of stuff. So.
We talk about a lot of stuff.
we're just
Yay.
vibing.
We're just girls.
We always need a little chaos.
Well, that was our intro episode, guys. We are so excited to bring this podcast to you. Make sure that you tune in every week for episodes. Leave us comments. Let us know what it is that you want to hear about. If you have questions, make sure you hit our email too. All of it will be in the bio as well. We can answer your questions on future episodes. But thank you so much for listening. We love having you here, and we cannot wait to take this journey with you.
Bye,
Hey, bye, y'all.
sisters.